Welcome to your 90-minute Flow 44 class. Begin in your Advasana, landing on your front body, bringing your forehead to your folded hands. And just allow yourself to arrive exactly as you are. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. And notice where your body naturally meets your mat. There is nothing to change. Simply allow your breath to come and go on its own rhythm. If it feels comfortable, soften your jaw, your eyes, the space between your eyebrows. Feel free to adjust your arms wherever it feels comfortable. And just melt into the energy of earth. And now begin to breathe your Ujjayi breath. This is done through your nose. If your nose is clogged, you can definitely breathe through your mouth. And just try to lengthen your breath a little deeper. If it feels comfortable, you could go a lot deeper. And remember, Ujjayi is meant to be audible. You want to hear the gentle whisper of your Ujjayi breath. Notice any areas of tension that you could perhaps allow your breath to flow into. Now very, very slowly bring your right ear down towards your mat. Your whole entire right ear. Whenever I do this, I always get kind of stuck on my cheek and then my temple, and then finally my neck can release so I can get my right ear down. And as you connect to the right side of your body, just see if there's any information or messages from this side, which is all about strength and stability. And just be okay with whatever arises. Holding here for 20 more seconds. Where could you bring more space, more ease? And remember, as you move throughout this practice, everything I say is an invitation. You're certainly welcome to rest in this posture or any other posture that feels supportive for you. Okay, go ahead and switch ears, bringing your left ear down to your mat. The left side of our body, according to the Vedic philosophy where yoga is from, represents our feminine energy, our ability to bring softness and ease, introspection. And so remember to hear your breath and simply allow your mind to focus on the sound of your breath, letting all of the thoughts that enter into your mind to ebb and flow, as well as any emotions or energies that you notice. Just let them ebb and flow. 20 more seconds. All right, go ahead and reach your right arm out beside you like an airplane wing, palm down. Roll over your shoulder for your broken wing. Compressing the right side of your shoulder, you'll be here exploring this posture for 1 whole minute. And of course, throughout practice, if you have any questions, you're certainly welcome to ask. And if something doesn't feel right in your body, listen to it. Your body is your teacher. Your breath is the true intelligence of your body. If you like, you can bind and get a quad stretch in, reaching for your left ankle with your left hand. If that doesn't feel supportive for you, don't bother. 10 more seconds wherever you're at. Ujjayi breath. Okay, bring it back to center. Left arm out. And over you go, broken wing. Okay, you're welcome to bind, reaching down with your right hand, taking your right ankle for that quad stretch. Notice where you could bring just a little more softness, a little more ease. "30 more seconds here." Feel that compression on your right shoulder. Anytime we work with the shoulders and arms in traditional Chinese medicine, we're connecting to both the heart meridian, so opening up to experience more joy, more enjoyment, and also the lung meridian, which helps us to connect to courage. Okay, bring it back to center. Pause in your Advasana. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Okay, bring your feet back down to your mat. Relax your legs, relax your glutes, and prop up to your forearms for Sphinx pose. So this is a purposeful low back compression. This is the only pose in yoga that you want to feel this low back compression. Okay, so if you ever do an up dog, well, you'll do an up dog in just a moment, but when you do your up dog, you never want to feel that compression the same as you feel it in this pose. Okay, relax your glutes. You're holding here for a total of 1 minute. You have 30 more seconds. And if you want to add in some dynamic movement, go ahead and as you exhale, look over one shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale over your opposite shoulder. You can also move into alternating knee bends if you like. As you look over one shoulder, lift that leg up and try to see your foot. Okay, always inhaling back to center and exhaling, looking over your opposite shoulder. Okay, return to your Advasana. Pause here. Notice the changes that have happened within your experience thus far. And remember that the true, authentic practice of yoga is that ability to notice the change. It doesn't necessarily matter what the change is, just that you're able to notice it. Okay, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees up, feel the power and the strength in your quads. Draw your belly up and away from the earth, and as you inhale, upward facing dog, and landing on all fours for cat and cow. Flow with your Ujjayi breath. Every inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chin, lift your chest, and as you exhale, round, chin to chest, peel those shoulder blades apart. Allowing your breath to guide your movement. Allowing your breath to be your intention for your Flow 44 practice today. And notice if your body wants to take any organic, intuitive movements, let it. This is your practice, your time. You're a free agent. You get to do what you want to do, what feels best for you. Okay, pause at center. Bring it into tabletop position. With your next inhale, float your right arm all the way up to the sky and thread the needle. Bring it underneath, dropping back into your right shoulder. Feel the pressure and kickstand your left leg out if that feels supportive for you. You can kind of rock into your head, feeling a stretch through your neck. Maybe working your hips a little bit, feeling the inner thighs stretch or release or open. Softening your face, perhaps relaxing your tongue, softening your eyes a little bit. With your next inhale, rise up to your gate pose, hands to your hips, left leg is still out. Now slide your left hand down towards your left ankle and sweep your right arm up and over for a side body stretch. big breath. Really work the pose. I'm trying to reach your right armpit up toward the sky. Easy on your neck. Feel your ribs expand and contract with each and every one of your Ujjayi breaths. All right, take your right hand to the floor for kneeling half moon. Left leg pops up, dorsiflex your foot, and give me some little pulses, strengthening your glutes. Little tiny pulses. Okay, 20 more seconds. Feel the heat building, your Agni. Just allowing that Agni, that fire, to burn away anything that you no longer wish to have in your realm of existence. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land on all fours. One big breath in for cow. Big exhale for cat. Coming back to center. Inhale your left arm up to the sky and thread the needle. Kickstand your right leg out. Holding here for 1 minute. Notice where you could maybe wiggle a little bit, where you could perhaps bring a little bit more space, a little bit more ease. Few more moments. Hear the sound of your breath. Your breath is your intention today. With your next inhale, rise up to your gate pose. Slide your right hand toward your right ankle. Sweep your left arm up and over for that deep side body stretch. Just allowing your inhales to open up your ribs and stretch those little tiny muscles in between each rib, your intercostals. And then feel the softening somewhere in your physical body with each exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, land in your kneeling half moon, extending your right leg out, lift it up, dorsiflex, and pulse, 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 pulse. Feeling your glorious glutes. Remember, the glutes are our foundation to healthy posture. It's kind of like I like to explain it as a flower pot with some really solid, healthy dirt, so to keep the stem of the flower in place. Our glutes are the pot of our spine. All right, bring it back down to tabletop. One inhale to cow pose, one exhale to cat, and child's pose, Balasana. There are a few different versions of this pose. I want you to choose the one that feels most supportive for you. If you're looking for a little bit more of a shoulder stretch, you can take your knees really wide and create space for your chest and your torso. And if you're looking for more of a rest, you can just let your arms rest at your sides. And always be mindful in class that you never want to feel pain or pulling in your knees. And if you ever do, you're free to let me know. You're free to ask questions. This is a great resting posture as well if you ever want to take a break. With your next inhale, if it feels supportive for you, reach your hands forward and walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Really draw your right shoulder down. Gently push your hands into the floor. Slide your sit bones toward your heels. Big breath into your right side. Next inhale, walk it back through center and all the way over to your right side. Dropping into your left shoulder down. Okay, bring it back to center. Tuck your toes under And with your next Ujjayi exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, where Adho means down, Mukha means face, and Svan means dog. Asana is the pose. Paddle out your feet, let your head go. Explore your body in your down dog today. Where is there soft open spaces? Where is there tension? Remember, your ability to notice is the true practice. Now walk your hands back towards your feet for ragdoll pose, taking your hands to your elbows, letting your arms just weight right down. Zero tension in your neck. You can open up your mouth, rock your bottom jaw from side to side, and then gently, gently start to sway. As you sway, feel the transfer of weight beneath each foot. And taking your Ujjayi breath into your back body. Feel something soften with each exhale. I love these inversions. It brings in fresh blood and oxygen to the brain. Release back to your downward facing dog. Widen your feet so your pinky toes touch the outer edges of your mat, and bring your thumbs together to touch. Down dog twist. Take your right hand to your left ankle and really push the earth away from you with your left hand and start to bend your right elbow. Feel a release through your upper back. Ujjayi breath. Holding for 5 more counts. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Inhale and exhale. Twist left hand to your right ankle. Push the earth away from you with your right hand and gently bend your left elbow. Feel that stretch in the upper back, in your upper back. Ujjayi, hear the whisper. For 5, 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Release to your downward facing dog. Paddle it out. Give your head a shake. With your next inhale, float your right leg up toward the sky. Bend your knee and open. As you exhale, bring your knee through for low lunge. Okay, you have some options with your arms. You can reach your arms up toward the sky, cactus your elbows, and take it into a back bend. You can keep your hands with your right thigh, working your pelvis down. Or you could bring your hands all the way down to the earth, perhaps dropping onto your forearms. You're also welcome to dorsiflex your right foot and allow your knee to fall open to the side of your mat. Wherever you go, be with your breath. Okay, if you're not at your hands, come back to your hands and take it into your half split, sinking your sit bones toward your heel, feeling a stretch through your right hamstring. And you can either hold here or you can go into some dynamic movement, moving forward to your low lunge with your inhale perhaps, and exhaling back to your half split. Notice where you could bring just a little more softness, maybe to your shoulders, your face, your jaw. Okay, and step it back to your downward facing dog. Paddle it out. Notice the change. Feel the difference from side to side. And pause in your fullest expression of your down dog. With your next inhale, float your left leg up, bend your knee and open, and exhale, low lunge. And you decide where you want to go with your arms. Again, your options are cactus for a heart opener, simply allowing your hands to rest on your thigh, focusing on the hip opener, or going a little deeper by bringing your hands or your forearms down to the earth. Ujjayi breath. So the word Ujjayi means victory, and the idea is that you allow your mind to experience something new by listening to the sound of your Ujjayi breath. I like to imagine my breath as the waves of the ocean, just ebbing and flowing, bringing in a new experience every single breath, taking something away with each exhale, and bringing in a new awareness or insights with every inhale. And the sound kind of reminds me of the ocean as well. Okay, if you're not at your hands, go ahead and rise up and take it back into your half split. Remember, you have options here. You can do a dynamic flow, moving into your split and then to your low lunge. You could take a little twist. Just explore this. And if it feels right for you or supportive, you could kind of allow your body to just move organically. Okay, follow me here. On this side, pause at your low lunge. Come on up to your hands, and you're going to walk your hands and spin both feet toward the right side of your mat for wide-legged forward fold. Another favorite pose. Here you have the option to simply hang upside down. You can let your arms hang. You could take your arms into ragdoll position, bringing your hands to your elbows. You could take some Skandasana, some really deep alternating knee bends. If you have an inversion practice, you could also take your inversion. Inversions are handstand, headstand, forearm stand, scorpion. And again, wherever you go, bring your intention, which today is your beautiful breath. You're going to explore this pose for one more minute. You can continue doing the same thing, or you could switch it up. You could go for a peace sign, one arm down, opposite arm up, and then switch sides. You could walk both hands to one ankle, bow toward that leg, and then the opposite. "30 more seconds. Soften your face, your jaw, and let your eyes soften. Okay. Walk your hands to the top side of your mat and step back into your high plank pose. Holding your high plank for 30 seconds. If this is too much pressure on your wrists, you're welcome to take your forearm plank. You're also welcome to drop a knee. Feel your strength, your capability. 5 more seconds. If you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands. And downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Paddle it out. Let all of the tension in your neck release. And walk your hands back towards your feet for a ragdoll pose, taking your hands to your elbows. And see if it feels supportive for you to perhaps lengthen or slow your breath down. Just bringing a little bit more awareness to your intention. Notice the changes. Where along your back body do you feel a little bit more ease and softness? And where do you feel more strength and stability? Okay, release your hands, bend your knees, engage your core, and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Your head is last to rise. And once you're at standing, roll your shoulders. You can take a peek over one shoulder and the other. And pausing in your Tadasana. Going for your 1 minute heart opening pranayama. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Cactus your arms. Push your pelvis forward. Take a back bend. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, cactus into your back bend. Continuing to flow with your breath. Inhale, reaching up, getting as tall as you can. Exhale, take it back. See if you can go back a little more each time. Opening up the area of your heart energy. Again, creating more space for more joy, more enjoyment. 20 more seconds. Feel rooted and grounded through your feet. Feel the fibers of your mat beneath your feet. And go for one more. And then give yourself a great big hug. Wrapping your arms around your body. Allow your body to take any movement it's wanting or any stillness it's wanting. And release. Step up to the top side of your mat. Land in your Tadasana. Going into the flow. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. I want you to breathe really slow. Go into your standing back bend as you breathe out. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, forward fold. We're moving into your adapted Sun A. Go for your halfway lift. Deep breath in. And ragdoll pose. You have an option to do your shoulder rinse here. If you're taking your shoulder rinse, come into a halfway lift, interlace your fingers behind your back, and bow forward. Release to your high plank with a deep breath in. And downward facing dog. Float your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee and open. Step it through low lunge. Reach your arms to the sky and cactus for your back bend. Bring your left arm down and reach your right arm up to the sky. For your big arm circles in one direction, go slow. Inhale, reach your arm up and forward. Exhale, reach it back and down. And you're welcome to allow your drishti to follow your right thumb. Okay, switch directions. Okay, extended side angle. Switch hands, bring your right hand down, left arm up, and flatten out your back heel. And rotate your left arm. Slow rotations, being led by your breath. You're welcome to set your drishti with your left thumb or just let it rest wherever it feels comfortable for you. Okay, opposite direction. And landing in your high plank pose. Hear the whisper of your Ujjayi breath. Feel your strength. And notice how very capable your physical body has been thus far in your practice. How capable your mind has been by making the choice to listen to your Ujjayi breath. To notice the changes in your practice. Downward dog. Paddle it out, shake your head. With your next inhale, float your left leg up, bend your knee and open. And exhale, step it through, low lunge. Go into your back bend, cactus, lift. Okay, right arm down, left arm up for your big circles. Follow your breath. Set your drishti. Giving yourself permission to set your eyes wherever it's comfortable. Experiencing comfort in yoga is okay, as is experiencing discomfort. Switch directions. Switch arms, left hand down, right arm up, flatten out your back heel, extended side angle. Continuing with those great big arm circles. Just opening up the shoulders. Remember, anytime we work with the shoulders in traditional Chinese medicine, we're connecting to the heart meridian, making space for more enjoyment, more joy. Switch directions. And we're also working with the lung element, connecting or creating more space for courage. And high plank pose. Let's feel the heat you've generated in your body thus far. Downward facing dog. Take a big step to your hands, ragdoll pose. Hear your Ujjayi breath, hear the whisper. And gently sway from side to side. As you do so, feel the transfer of weight beneath each foot. Release your arms, soften your knees, engage your core, roll all the way up. Reach up to the sky with your deep breath in. Exhale, standing back bend. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And bow forward for ragdoll or shoulder rinse. It's pausing in whichever choice you chose for a couple of breaths. High plank, connecting to your strength. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, bend your knee and open. And exhale, step it through, low lunge, arms up to the sky, back bend. Left arm down, right arm up. Switch arms, extended side angle. Back to your high plank pose. Downward facing dog. Float your left leg up, bend your knee and open. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, arms to the sky, back bend. Right arm down, left arm up. Extended side angle, switch hands, flatten out your back heel. And high plank pose. Again, feel your strength, hear your breath. If it's available, slow it down a little bit. Downward facing dog. Big step to your hands, ragdoll pose. hands to elbows. Hear your breath. Slow it down if you can, or if you want. Gently sway from side to side. Release your hands to the earth. Bend your knees. Engage your core. Roll all the way up, landing in your Tadasana. Next, inhale, reach up. Eagle arms, one arm under, one arm over. And then take your chair pose. Sit down, sit low. Feel connected and grounded through both feet. And moving into balance, lift your right leg up. Draw your knee up, 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 up. Keep your eagle arms. And send your right leg back for warrior 3. Reaching your arms forward or backward. Engage your right thigh. Push through your right heel. And soften your standing leg a tiny little bit. Bring your breath. Notice if you're stable today or a little wobbly. And remember, there's learning in the wobble. Balance. I love balancing postures. Balance is not about the ability to stay perfectly centered. It's about the ability to recover. So if you're falling out, come right back into it. All right, standing splits. Hands to the floor, right leg shoots to the sky. Now bring ease to the effort. See if you could perhaps soften any desire to force or any physical force. Okay, big step back with your right foot, crescent lunge. Pay attention to the alignment of your left knee. You want it over top of your ankle. And out to the left a little bit so you can see your left big toe. All right, cactus those arms. Go back, standing back bend. Good, warrior 2. All right, feel that external rotation of your right thigh, opening up your hips a little bit more. Left leg is still in the same alignment. Knee over ankle, knee opens up a little bit. Reverse your warrior. Feel a stretch through your left side body. Good, and into your half moon. Spring forward, left hand and foot are down, right hand and foot are up in the air. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your warrior 2, the fun part. Stabilize. Feel both feet grounded and anchored. Feel the earth beneath your feet supporting you. Hear the sound of your Ujjayi breath. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Good. And bring it all the way down to your high plank, holding here. We're going for a 45-second hold. Now you have the option to go for any variation of side plank, knee down, or top leg up. You could go for some knee to elbow variations. Again, whatever feels supportive for you. If you're choosing your high plank and you need to drop a knee, give yourself permission. It's okay. Okay, going for 20 more seconds wherever you're at. Downward facing dog. Paddle it out, shake your head. And walk your feet to your hands, ragdoll pose. Feel the transfer of weight beneath each foot as you gently, gently rock. Okay, release your hands, bend your knees, engage your core, and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Your head is last to rise. Eagle arms, opposite arm under. Take your chair pose, pause, ground. feel your breath, hear your breath. Now very slowly start to lift your left leg up and in toward your chest. Good, extend it back for warrior 3. Your arms can reach forward or backward. Notice your balance now here on this side. And remember, our balance shifts from day to day, even breath to breath, and definitely from side to side. Really lengthen and strengthen that left leg. Soften your right knee. Push through your left heel. And standing split, left leg shoots to the sky. Now this is a lot of effort. I want you to bring ease. The whole process of yoga is all about equanimity and balance and creating easeful effort. Lift your left leg up, 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 up. Step it back. Crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to the sky. Cactus and take your back bend. Good. Warrior 2. Pause for a moment. Feel your feet. Connect to the alignment of your front knee. Reach back, breathing deep into your right side. You take a breath in, and as you exhale, half moon pose. So right side is down, left side is up. Keep your right knee soft as you extend and lock out your left knee. Push through your heel, lift it up a little higher, little higher. Feel your core. Remember, there's so much learning in the wobble. We love the wobble. All right, take it back to your warrior 2. Next breath in, reverse your warrior. And take it into your high plank. So if you did a side plank last time, you could do the opposite side plank this time. Or you could do a modification, an adaptation, one knee down. Wherever you go, be with your intention, your beautiful breath, Ujjayi. The yoga philosophy states that our breath is the intelligence, the true intelligence of our body. Go for 20 more seconds. Making sure your elbows are slightly soft, avoid locking out. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And walk your feet to your hands, ragdoll pose. Feel the transfer of weight beneath each foot as you gently, gently rock. Hearing your breath, feeling the temperature of your body, feeling the fibers of your mat beneath your feet. Roll all the way up to your Tadasana. Roll your shoulders. Take a peek over one shoulder, then the other. And with your inhale, reach both arms up. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. Thumbs are crossed, palms are together. Standing crescent moon. You can bring your feet together or have them hip width apart. Your goal is to feel stable, grounded, and connected. As you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, drop to one side. Core is engaged. Inhale back to center and exhale to your opposite side. One more up to center. Bend to your side. Last one up and bend to your side. Coming back to center. Keep your left arm up and drop your right hand down as though you're holding a tray. Without changing the direction of your wrist, drop your hand down and pick up the inside edge of your right foot, knees together, and slowly start to lift your foot up toward the sky and reach your left hand forward for dancer's pose, Natrajasana. Bringing a slight softness to your left knee. Just going into your deepest expression, whatever that looks like today. Holding for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and release Tadasana. Bring your left arm up like you're holding a tray. Reach your right arm straight up to the sky. Drop your left hand down. Without changing the direction of your wrist, pick up your left foot from the inside edge. Start to lift your foot up and back. Right arm reaches forward. Set your drishti, set your gaze. Hear your breath. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Tadasana. Take a moment. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra in prayer position. This mudra joins your left and right side body energies, joining your yin and yang, feminine and masculine, creating easeful effort, equanimity, and balance. A tree pose. Take your left foot and bring it to your right thigh or your right calf, or kickstanding it against your ankle. Once you set your foot, the idea is to push your foot into your leg. This is why we do not place the foot on the knee. Okay? And let your arms move organically. Maybe you stay in Anjali Mudra tree, or you move into dancing tree, or you test your balance with an eyes closed tree. Wherever you go with your tree, be with your intention, hear your breath. Okay, bring your left knee up and into your chest. Go ahead and kick it straight out. Feel those hip flexors working. Lean forward and release to Tadasana. Okay, other side, right leg up, pushing it gently into your thigh, calf, or ankle, allowing your hands to move organically, dropping into stillness or movement, your choice. Hear your breath. Bring your right knee forward, hug it in, go for that hip flexor strengthener. Reach your foot forward, lift, 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 lift. Lean slightly forward for 3, 2, 1, and release Tadasana. And take a moment to notice if you're balanced equally on both feet. And as you do this exploration, you're welcome to keep your eyes opened or closed. Maybe wiggle your shoulders from side to side, rock your hips, and really try to get equal balance on both feet. And then grow really, really tall through the crown of your head. Soften your shoulders. Start to reach your hands open, reach your fingertips toward the earth as you lift your head farther and farther up toward the sky, taking up as much space vertically as you can. Standing on your own 2 feet, strong and capable, a free agent. Hear your Ujjayi breath. With your next inhale, reach up, standing back bend, cactus, work your pelvis forward. Next inhale, reach up. Fold forward, high plank, hold. and connect to your strength and your capabilities. Perhaps bringing in a sense of gratitude for bringing yourself to your practice today. And take it all the way down to your Advasana, returning where you started. Take a moment and reconnect to your front body. Notice your breath now. Is your breath running a little smoother, a little deeper? Is it shorter? Is it choppy? Remember, the answer is not the practice. The awareness is the practice. And then from your awareness, you get to choose. Perhaps you could slow your breath. You could lengthen it. You can maybe feel your abdomen push against the floor as you breathe in, and feel it soften as you breathe out. And bring your right ear to the floor. Notice if there's a little more openness in your neck, and extend your right arm out for your second round of broken wing. Roll over your right shoulder. You can bind your left leg if you like with your left hand, getting into a quad stretch. And you'll be exploring this for 1 whole minute. Notice where you could bring a little more softness, a little more ease. You have 30 seconds left. I love this sequence. There's some repetition, and there's such power in repetition, especially when we repeat poses and actually get to feel the difference in our physical body. Okay, very slowly bring it back to center. Extend your left arm out, left ear down, and over you go for your broken wing. On this side, you're welcome to bind your right leg if you like. It's only an option. Sometimes this pose tweaks my knee a little bit, and so if that ever happens, remember, we never want pain, pulling, or pressure in the knees. You just keep your legs straight. A few more breaths. Okay, bring it back to center. Second round of your Sphinx pose. Propping up, elbows under shoulders. Relax your glutes, relax your legs. Holding here for a full 90 seconds. So you have the option to go into your dynamic, looking over one shoulder as you exhale, even bending that same knee, trying to see the foot. Inhale back to center, exhale opposite side, or you're welcome to move between Sphinx and Seal pose. Seal is where you straighten your elbows, and maybe you flow with that. If you notice a spot that you want to hold throughout any of the dynamic movement, give yourself permission to. You can hold and breathe into any areas of openness, or you can breathe into any areas of tension. We have about 30 more seconds. Feel that compression in your low back. Imagine it a hug for your kidneys and your adrenal glands. Reminding them they can chill on the cortisol and the adrenaline and just relax. Okay, very slowly release to your Advasana. You can bend your knees and wiper your legs from side to side. Okay, place your feet back down, tuck your toes under, engage your thighs, hands come underneath your shoulders. Inhale to your upward facing dog and to your knees for cat and cow. As you inhale, lift your chin and chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Notice, do they come a little closer? And as you breathe out, draw them apart. Is there more space? Is there more softening in the back of your heart? Downward facing dog. Paddle out your feet. Let your neck soften. Maybe open up your mouth, rock your bottom jaw from side to side. And with your next inhale, float your right leg up, bend your knee and open. And exhale, bring it through for half pigeon. Adding a bit of dorsiflexion to the front foot. You can stay up on your hands. You can come down all the way to your forearms, forehead to the floor or to a prop, or you can work your king pigeon. You'll be here for 2 whole minutes. And be with your breath. Breathing into any tension. And you can even take a moment here to acknowledge your thinking mind, noticing any thoughts that are present. Remember that the goal is never to stop the thoughts. It's to have a choice of which thoughts we listen to. Becoming our own agent, not only in our yoga practice, but with the relationship to our thinking mind. One more minute. If you're choosing to melt right into this, think about perhaps bringing more softness to your hands, to your shoulders, to your neck, your face, jaw, throat. Maybe some more strength to the sound of your Ujjayi breath. Okay, bring your hands back to your mat if they're not already there. Ground your hands into earth. Tuck your back toes under. Downward facing dog. And float your left leg up, bend your knee and open, and bring it through for your half pigeon pose. 2-minute hold. Any variation is welcome. And even no variation. If you want to take a child's pose, you can. If you want to hold a high plank. If you want to do some more side planks. Or just lay on your back. Anything is welcome. One more minute to go. Thirty more seconds. Where could you bring a tiny little bit more softness? And I'll even ask, where could you bring a tiny little bit more strength? With your next inhale, guide yourself up to seated. And on this side, you're going to drop onto your left hip and you'll swing your right leg forward for Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position. Cup your hands to your knees, seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift your chest up, chin up, squeeze the scaps together. Exhale, draw back. Feel your mobility, the movement of your shoulder blades. Allowing every movement to be led by your breath. Pause at center. Reach your left arm out, touch the floor, come on down to your elbow, and reach your right arm up and over. Side stretch. Good. And switch sides. Exhaling into your left side. And coming back to center. Seated twist. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm comes behind you. Push the earth away from you. Grow tall with your inhale. And twist with your exhale. Focusing on your mid-back. Inhale, lengthen. Hear your breath. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bring it back to center. One round of seated cat-cow. Inhale, chest and chin up. Exhale, draw it back. Pause at center. Left hand to your right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Push the earth away from you as you inhale and grow tall. And exhale, twist. 2 more breaths. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, twist. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Okay, come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet to your mat. Hold on to your thighs and make your way onto your back for Apanasana. Hug your knees into your chest. Massage your low back into the floor. See if you can connect to just a feeling of more openness somewhere in your physical body. Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Ananda means happy and or blissful, as you've heard in Anandamaya Kosha, and Bala is child or baby, like Balasana. So take up as much space as you can in your happy baby. You can either choose to hold statically. You can hold the outer edges of your feet or your ankles or even your thighs. If your hamstrings and your low back are tight, give yourself permission. Go for ease. And then gently begin to rock to one side as you exhale. And then inhale to center and exhale to your opposite side. Allowing yourself to take up space. Why? Because you are worth it. You are worth it. Yes, you. And if you don't think I'm talking to you, I'm especially talking to you. Release your left leg, half happy baby. You can either let your leg relax completely or dorsiflex it, trying to sandwich your calf muscle down on the floor. All right, take your right knee in toward your right shoulder, wind removal pose, holding here for 90 seconds. So I want you to feel the pinch in the top side of your hip. You're hugging your knee in so much that imagine it's going to slide up into your armpit. Now you're using the strength of your arms. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Simply breathe. This pose is wonderful for digestion. With your right leg up, you're compressing your ascending colon, the beginning stages of digestion. So be with that little pinch. You're just blocking off a bit of blood flow. You're halfway there. 30 more seconds. And check in with your breath. How is your breath doing right now? Notice and then choose. Maybe let the whisper become softer or perhaps a little stronger. All right, hug both knees into your chest. Notice the difference from side to side. And go for your second round of Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. Take up as much space as you can. And drop your right leg down to the floor, half happy baby. Again, your right leg can be just relaxed, or you could dorsiflex, trying to get your calf muscle to touch your mat. A couple of breaths into your hip flexors. And wind removal pose. Left knee draws towards your left shoulder. For your 90-second hold, feel the pinch. So on this side, with your left leg up, you're working your descending colon. So the final stages of digestion. Hear your breath. Notice your thoughts. Acknowledge your thoughts. And then actively choose to allow your mind to simply listen to your breath. You have 50 more seconds. Squeeze it in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Hug both knees in, Apanasana. Massage your low back into the floor. And release to Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together and allowing your knees to open up. Now you can prop up your knees if this is too much, like too much stretch for your pelvis. You can bring your feet as close to your pelvis as you want or far into diamond pose. Sometimes diamond bothers my knees a little bit, but that's okay because there's always adaptations and options. So you're going to move into your breath meditation. Now your eyes can remain open or closed. I want you to listen to the sound of your breath to start. Just starting to hear the inhales and exhales a little more clearly. You can let your tongue rest behind your top front teeth. Let your teeth slightly separate and allow your lips to gently stay together. Now see if you can lengthen your breath just a tiny little bit. And as you do, can you notice when your inhales turn to exhales and when your exhales turn to inhales? Exploring your breath for one more minute. As you do, maybe you can soften your eyes a little more, or soften your gaze if your eyes are open. Or maybe you could soften your shoulders a little more, or perhaps adjust your arms to a more comfortable position. You have 30 seconds left. Hear your inhale. Hear your exhale. And continue to stay connected to your Ujjayi breath as you shift into dynamic bridge pose. So you can help your knees up, bring your feet hip width, hands are down at your sides, and you flow. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your hands. The backs of your hands will touch the floor. And exhale, slowly articulate your spine back down into your mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Continue to flow. Inhale, lift. Feel your glutes firing up. And exhale, articulate. Just getting a little bit more space in between every vertebrae. Continue to flow with your breath for 30 more seconds. Okay, next time you come down, pause and ask yourself what would best serve your body next. Would it be another round of dynamic bridge? Would it be a static hold bridge where you lift your hips and interlace your fingers underneath your back? Or would it be a full wheel pose? Allow your body to decide. And if none of those options sound good to you, you can simply take your Supta Baddha or your reclined pyramid or your Apanasana or anything else. So decide what you're going to take and go for it, spending 30 seconds in the exploration with your body and your breath. All right, slowly bring it back down wherever you're at and take some windshield wipers, dropping your knees from side to side. Allow your breath to guide this movement. As you inhale, bring your knees up and take your whole exhale to drop them down. Inhale, bring them up, and exhale, drop them down. And go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, Apanasana. Release your left leg to the floor for supine twist, taking your right knee all the way across your body. Big breath into your entire right side. Now you can choose to rest in a stretch, or you could move your right arm up and down like you're making a snow angel or a sand angel if that sounds more appealing. Or you could play around with the lifting and drawing your right knee down. Wherever you go, be with your breath. We're going for a full 90-second hold. Soften your face and your jaw. 30 seconds left. And slowly bring it back to center. Hug both knees in. Supine twist, left side. Right leg softens. Draw your left knee down toward the earth. Extend your left arm out, palm is up. And decide where you want to go on this side with movement, stillness, or a combo. You can take a moment to tune into your thinking mind and intellectually noticing the difference of any thoughts or ideas or maybe energies, or if there are any different emotions present on your left side compared to your right. And once you notice, return to your Ujjayi breath. And perhaps you could soften your face a little bit more. Perhaps slow your breath. Or even you have the option to lean into that gratitude for your body, for bringing yourself to practice, for your capabilities within your practice, gratitude for your worthiness, because yes, you are worthy. Yes, you are. Bring it back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And release for your final Shavasana. You're welcome to prop up your knees. If Shavasana does not feel comfortable, you can also take reclined pyramid pose. That's bringing your feet wide with your knees bent and then just letting your legs fall together to touch. So go ahead and release your Ujjayi breath. Allow your natural breath to breathe your body. Separate your teeth. Let your tongue float back toward your throat. And let your eyes sink heavy into your skull. Surrender any tension that you notice in your physical body into the loving arms of Mother Earth beneath you. And slowly start to awaken your body with some gentle, kind movement. Become present to your breath, your intention for your practice today. And slide the soles of your feet to your mat and roll over onto your left side into fetal position, connecting to your left side body energy, your ability to bring ease into effort, ease into effort. And use your hands to support yourself to a seated position. Hands to Anjali Mudra, once again joining your left and right side body energies, yin and yang, feminine and masculine. Ease and effort, stability and flexibility. And take one inhale. And as you exhale, bow forward to close your practice. With much love and gratitude from my heart to yours, thank you.